Hey crafty friends, today we're going to make some fun Halloween embellishments. So I picked up this wooden fence at, I believe, Michael's. And I've just cut some sections out in different sizes to make these embellishments. And then I have went and painted it black, even the white wire, and kind of just, not covered it. I want it to have that distressed look on there. And then if I got too much paint on there, I went back in with my little file, and then I just went back in and filed some of the paint away to give it that more of a distressed look. So like it's a really old fence. So I've got two here that I've already made. I'm using some different puffy stickers that I have. So I have all these different puffy stickers that I used. I also used some of the Dollar Tree journaling card die cuts. So I used some of these. And then I also used a couple other things, including a couple of items from my Buttons Galore and More subscription box. So I used one of these fall leaves in green, the tiniest green one they had, and also using one of these pumpkins. So I just used my wire trimmer tool to take off the little shank on the button, and it comes off real nice and clean. So I'm using that. And then just a few other odds and ends around my craft room. But I had so much fun creating these. So, oh, and I also used my little bin of chipboard that I'm trying to get rid of. So here I've added some of this spider webbing in the back, and I added a couple more googly eyes just for some dimension. Excuse me. And I used this Craft Smart Stickles glitter glue to add a little bit of like the green oozing out of the pot here. Just some more texture and dimension. These cute little bows, I believe, were gifted to me by Leanna, who is It's a Deal here on YouTube. So we have the cute little bow on her broom, and then I have a little spider here. And then one of my puffy stickers, I've got the cat sitting on the fence here watching the witch. And then for this one, I have used two of the little cut-aparts from the Dollar Tree journaling kit, and then a puffy little sticker of the ghost. This says "Wish You Beautiful Halloween," and then this little bat, and again some more spider webbing. So let me set these aside, and then we can get started. So I have pulled a couple things that I want to use for these. So let's start with this first one. We're going to make two together. So here I have one of those little leaves from Buttons Galore and More. I've got some the gold sequin trim from Hobby Lobby that looks like this. And a couple little die cuts. This came from the Dollar Tree journaling card, and this was a bat that was gifted to me. So we're going to use that. I have my hot glue gun on and ready. I definitely want to add some of the spider webbing because I just love the effect that that gives. So I like to stretch it out first. And then I don't even glue this down. I just wrap it around the fence. And then trim it if I need to. So I try to get it more in other places and less in the other. So we're going to ink up that Happy Halloween. We're going to do a little distressing. So let me get my little taupe here. I'm going to use the black. And this is Studio G from Michael's. And I'm just going to do a little distressing on it. There we go. So let's start with the pumpkin. And I think I'm going to pop him up on some foam tape. I have a couple foam pieces sitting over here to the side. So we're going to add 2 of these. Just to give it a little more dimension away from the fence. And then I like to add a little bit of hot glue on top of the foam just to give it a little extra oomph and staying power, especially since we're sticking it to this spider web. So I'm going to add that there. I'm just going to push it down. You'll see the foam at the back, but I'm not really worried about that because I plan on like using this as an embellishment where you won't see the back of the foam. All right, so now we have that down. I want to use the cute little button as the leaf on the pumpkin. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my tweezers to help me hold this so I don't burn myself. So I'm going to hold it down and add. So you can see how smooth my little tool here this came from Amazon. And it took the little shank of the button right off. We're going to add a little bit of glue, and then we're going to set this off to the side, like so. Just going to give it a little bit of pressure to make sure it's going to stay. And then this cute little spider I'm going to put off on the side over here to the pumpkin. So let me grab scissors, and I'm going to use this little piece that I have here to pop him up. So let me add a little bit of glue. Give him a little bit dimension. A little bit more. And then I'm going to use my tweezers again so I don't burn myself. And we're going to add our little spider right here on the side of the pumpkin. And I'm just going to push him down to make sure he's nice and secure on the pumpkin. There we go. Cute little spider. And then I'm going to place the bat over here. And I think I'm going to leave the bat I'm not going to pop the bat up. I'm just going to leave a little bit of glue here and add him. So that is hot, so I'm going to use my little end of my tweezers to hold it down. Alright, so I think he's secure, and all I did was kind of bend his wings up and then bend this out a little bit just to give the bat a little dimension like he's taking off. Then all we have to do is wrap some of that gold trim around our little Happy Halloween here. So I'm going to start with a little dot of glue. Get it started. I've got my little finger protector on so that I can push the threads down into the glue, and then we just wrap it around. So you could do diagonal, you could do straight, you could do as many of these little wraps around as you want. I don't really worry about like spacing them any kind of way. I just kind of wrap and let the twine figure out how it wants to go. And then I'm going to end with a little dot of glue at the end here. So we have our little dot of glue here. And I'm going to press that in, and then I will trim up this extra bit here. And let's see. Excuse me. That did not lay down, so I'm going to add a little bit more glue to lay the couple extra little pieces down. There we go. And we have our little Happy Halloween sentiment wrapped with the gold. So then I'm going to add this here at the bottom somewhere. I don't want to cover too much of my little jack-o'-lantern up, but I think I'll put it here. And let's see, might need a small piece of foam tape for the very end. So I'm just going to cut a small piece. Yes, and add that down here. And let's try that again. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, that works. So I'll add a little bit of glue at the foam dot and a little bit of glue here. And I'm lining my foam tape up right with this last fence post, just so that I have somewhere to make sure that it's going to stick really nicely down. And then it's got a slight curve to it, which I'm okay with. I don't really like that it covers up the jack-o'-lantern's mouth, but it's fine. So that is another cute little fence embellishment. And you could go back in and add some jimmies or things. I just haven't done that yet. So we have that one. And then we have a little bit of a smaller fence. And this time I've grabbed a piece of chipboard, 2 of the cut-aparts from the Dollar Tree journaling card, a ghost and ghostly greetings. And then this is one of the pumpkins from the Buttons Galore and More subscription kit, which again I'll leave down below. So let's see. I know I want, well, let me add a little bit of spider webbing first. All right. So I like to sort of like wrap it around the different posts, so it kind of like looks like it's crossing itself over and going every which way. So here we go. And then it pretty much stays there. You don't really need to worry about gluing that down. And I think I'm going to do this maybe here, and then put the pumpkin here, little ghost, and then our sentiment. That looks good. So I'm not going to pop this up because it's chipboard. I'm going to leave it be. So let's start with our bottom piece, which is the chipboard. Looks like I need a little bit more glue right there. All right. Make sure this is good and down, and it's going to stay. And let's see, I can have the ghost coming from out, or I could pop the ghost up. I think I'm going to have the ghost come peeking out from underneath, like so. So let's see. We need some definitely need some right here at the little tail of the ghost. And then maybe some right here. I don't care if the ghost isn't 100% down, because then it'll give the ghost a little bit of dimension. All right. All right, so now we have our little ghosty down, and then let's go ahead and put our pumpkin down. That's really cute. So I think I am going to give the sign some dimension. So I'm going to use this piece that I have left over and just put it in the middle here. And add a little extra, and then I'm going to try to make sure that that's paired up with this piece of the wood here and the piece of the wood here. All right, let's check that out. That looks good. So I'm wondering maybe if I should add like a spider, or would that be too much? Let me get one of my little plastic spiders. So these little plastic spiders came from Walmart last year. They're considered table scatter. And they look like this. Just a black little spider. Sometimes they will stick down and sometimes they won't. So we will see if this one, if I can get this one to stick down. I'm thinking maybe here. Yeah. So I'm going to add just a little bit of hot glue. And add in there on the web just to have a little bit of something to hold on to. There we go. And he held really good there on the spider web and the wood. So super cute. So I love how these turned out, and I have so much more of the fence to work with. So we created this one here. Ghostly greetings. And then happy Halloween. We have wish you beautiful Halloween. And the little witch, I realize, doesn't have a sentiment, so I might have to add a little sentiment on here. Or leave it like it is. It doesn't have to have a sentiment. So, super cute, and I love that I'm using items that I already have in my stash, so that's always fun. Alright guys, thanks a lot for stopping by and checking out this craft with me video. I hope you are having fun. I hope you're having as much fun as I am Halloween crafting. Alright guys, till next time. Bye.